So good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 17 of Belong. Come lie on the floor and we're just going to move through a wave. Starting on the floor, moving into a cat, downward dog, standing, balance, back down onto the floor. So come lie on your back. My computer is still timing out. That's why I'm a bit delayed. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find why it's doing that. So I'm going to zip over and touch the computer at some stage. So landing on the floor and just unpack your shoulders. Just wiggle yourself down, find the floor, and then rock your knees from side to side. And as you rock your knees, just feel the sense of your pelvis, of your hips, the qualities of your lower back. Nice. Come back to center. Squeeze your right knee up towards you. Hug it in. Nice. Release. Squeeze the left knee up towards you. Release. Just do that a few times, squeezing your knee up towards you. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Last one. Squeeze. Release. Bring your arms long beside you. Roll up and down along your spine. So I was out moving stones this morning. So I'm going to go a little bit slower than I usually do. I was really listening in. I can feel that I was hefting stone. And gliding up and sliding down. And just listen now as I soften into this. This is beginning to just, there's a little bit more movement, a little bit more. Yeah, so the back that lifts stone for me this morning is a much more chunky, solid back. There's no fine, dexterous mobility. So my back is changing from a chunky rock lifting back into a mobile softness. And I'm really grateful that I have the ability to be both. I don't want always to be chunky and strong, but it really serves me when I'm lifting rocks. And I don't want to always be dexterous and mobile because when I'm lifting rocks, I need more stability. Nice. So walk your feet a little bit closer together and draw your right knee up towards you. And now lift your bum off the floor and then lower down. So now you're just meeting the textures of your lower back and buttocks. Rolling up and down. Nice, one more time. Super, change. Draw the left knee up towards you. Rolling up and down. One more time. Super. Bring both feet, soles of your feet together. Pull your feet down towards your belly. And just pause there. Wiggling your toes a little bit. Wiggling your eyebrows. Have a sense of your back on the floor, your breath in your belly. How is it to be in your body in this moment, in this now? Nice. Bring your feet over your face. Bring your heels towards your pubic bone. Face, pubic bone, face, pubic bone. One more time. Face, pubic bone. Bring both feet to the floor. So we're going to roll up into a seated position, one side and then the other. So roll over onto your left side. Push your right hand into the floor and slowly pushing your hands all the way up, come up into a seated position. The zigzag you'll end up in. And then how do you walk yourself down again? I'm going to tuck my left shoulder in under and land on the floor. Roll over to the other side. How do I roll up? And then how do I roll down? So just travel from side to side, feeling how do you do this in your body? I'm trying to work out, do I do the same thing both sides? It's slightly different actually. See if you can notice the pattern of one side and compare it to the pattern of the other. So interesting. And then try and make them more similar. Try and confuse one side. I can never work out which is my dominant arm in this. It's very interesting. There's an arm that usually is strong and it's not being strong in this direction. So interesting. Oh, land on the floor. Pause. Nice. Roll over onto your belly. Super. So bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and squeeze your bum. Push your feet into the floor. And then like a sphinx, you know, that sense of those amazing stone carvings and the Egyptians made, push your elbows down and try and lift as high as you can, looking way down the beach. And I'm also trying to lift my belly off the floor. So it's never going to come off the floor, my belly. Never. But it's going to, but I can still draw my navel or lift through the belly or drag. It's like I'm trying to drag my pelvis forward. And in the doing of that, I feel engagement in the deep lower belly. And get taller. Nice. Lowering down, bring your elbows a bit wider, and then bring your right hand way over towards the right. And then look over your right shoulder. And then do it again. Can you look back towards the right foot? Do whatever you like with your hand. How do you look back over your right shoulder? Nice. Come to the other side. Left shoulder. I'm going quite high actually. You can stay very low where your elbows are on the ground. Or I'm kind of pushing and lengthening my arms as well because that feels very nice for me. Left shoulder. You're looking over your left shoulder. Nice. So bring your arms back long beside you. Look back towards your left foot. Your arms are floating. Look back towards your right foot. Wow, this is cool. And look back towards your left. My arms are floating. Look back towards the right. There's a certain point where there's a disorganization in this for me. So the left side goes easily, but there's something 3/4 of the way over on the right where it's like I have to start going uphill. Where is that moment for you? What side looks back easily? Oh, it's not so easy. One more time each side. Looking back. And looking back. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Push back into your cat. We're going to do the crooked cat. So both hands crooked on your mat over towards the right. Rounding. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Over to the other side. Rounding. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Nice. Stretch your right leg out to the side. Rising up. And then sweep your right hand across into elephant. So elephant is where your arm comes beside your face. And then sweep the left hand across into elephant. And so there's a very different texture to the two different elephants. One is compressing the right side, and the other is really lengthening the right side. Just feel the difference. Nice. Whoa, resting over towards the right with your left hand. Look a little bit up towards your elbow and then push your left hip a little bit forward and breathe into the long of that left shoulder, left waist, left side of your ribs. Compress a bit deeper into the right side. Nice. Bring your left hand down towards the floor, all the way down. And then sweep your right arm long and float your right foot off the floor and have your right arm, oh, there it is. I caught it faster. Right. Stay where you are. And then sweep your hand and your foot so they touch, or you can bring your elbow and your knee together. So elbow and your knee. You can do each one either side. So foot, knee, foot, knee, and then get super long. You can look up towards the ceiling or straight forward in front of you and get really, really long. Lift your right foot higher and even higher. How high can you lift that right foot? Nice. Sweeping all the way back. Both hands to the floor. Other side. Bring your left foot out to the side, rising up. And elephant to the right. Elephant to the left. Elephant to the right. Elephant to the left. Elephant to the right. Next time you go left, pause. Elephant to the left. So I'm pushing my hip a little bit forward on the right. I'm feeling the deep length through the right side of my body, compressing into the left side as I lengthen even longer through the right. Looking up maybe towards my elbow or wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Next, only do what's comfortable, ever. Nice. Sweep all the way down, hand to the floor. And long with the left arm, long with the left leg. And then elbow to your knee. Long, hand to your foot. Long, elbow to your knee. Long, hand to your foot. Long, elbow to your knee. Long, hand to your foot. And then stay super long. Lift your left foot higher and higher. Super. Come all the way down. Both hands to the floor. Stretch your right foot out to the side. And then sweep your right hand underneath your left armpit. And then pull your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Reach up, look up. Tuck your arm under like you're trying to touch the left side of the top of your mat. And then pull your elbow back, reach up. Nice. Dive and pause there. So you're reaching with your right arm under the left armpit. Your right arm leg is really long and powerful here. Nice. And then lengthen up, rising powerfully up towards the ceiling. I'm not going to look up here. I'm going to look straight forward ahead of me. Nice. Other hand. Left foot out to the side. Dive with the left hand under the right armpit. And then pull your left elbow up and reach up. So the bending of the elbow as it passes through the center of the range actually means that you're healthy in your joint of your shoulder. It's this interesting thing where when you bend your elbow, your hand goes where it should go. Whereas if you keep your arms straight, the tendency is that you start to lean into this weird front of your shoulder business, which isn't great. Whereas if you pull your elbow back, you mobilize the shoulder blade, which is normal, typical, natural shoulder movement. Elbow goes back, then you straighten your arm. Elbow bends, then you straighten your arm. Pause with your hand over towards the right. Really lean into that left leg. Nice. And then the other direction. Bend your elbow, dial in your twist, and then reach up. I'm just going to look straight forward towards the left.
Awesome. Both hands to the floor. So I was talking to one of us yogis yesterday, and she said, "Oh my God, I invented this new move last night. So I haven't tried it since, but I was so excited that somebody had invented a move." And they were like, "It was amazing. I've got to show you." So, hands to the floor, knees to the floor. Bend your elbows and imagine that you're going to bring your chin to the floor. Then round your back, slide your hands along the floor, and then pull your elbows back and look up towards the ceiling. Nice. Hands to the floor, chest comes down. Round your back, slide your hands along the floor, pull your elbows back, look up, lean back. So find your version of chin to the floor, and then elbows back, pulling back. How do you move deeply into your spine as you do this? Last time. Nice. Rising all the way up. Push back into your downward dog. Have a moment. Nice. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Keep your back toe flat to the floor and just travel forward and backwards. You can drop your back knee a little bit if you want, or you can bend your knee loads, keep it floating. You can keep it straight. You can drop your knee to the floor. See what version of moving forward and backwards meets you this morning. I'm trying without hands. How interesting. Yeah, nice. Step back, downward dog, pause. So always finding something new in a movement. It means that you actually turn up. I remember somebody saying once, if you want to slow time down, learn a new skill, step your foot forward, do something new. Suddenly you're awake and alive in that moment. So what version of this do you typically do? Left foot is forward. Find another way to do it. What variations could you find? Maybe just one hand on the floor. This side I have to keep my right hand on the floor. It's too wobbly otherwise. Nice. Stepping back. Pause. Nice. Sit on your bum. Stretch your legs out forward in front of you. Roll into your wrists. We did a lot of wristy, army, knee things there. Nice. Roll into your wrists. Roll into your feet. Have a sense of really mobilizing elbows and arms. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So from here, sweep both hands to your thighs and then sweep your left arm across into elephant and then look towards the left. Nice. And then sweeping down and then sweep the right hand across into elephant. So I'm going to bring my opposite hand to the floor. I'm going to lean into it a little bit more. So I'm really exaggerating the lean and the lift. I don't know what would happen if I didn't use my hands at all. So when I don't use my hands, it's actually a more muscular movement. And I have to stabilize with my intercostals in a different way. It's also very nice. It's not as stretchy, but very, very nice. I think I prefer it with my hand down and really lean. Like, just really go for it. I get kind of yum. So I'm even rocking forward towards my feet. Very nice. I think this is my back trying to unpack the stones I was lifting earlier. Great. Roll your belly like a big circle. And then roll in the other direction. Super. Come land on your back, all the way down. Landing in. And just notice the quality of you. Really settling, landing, deepening. Where do you feel soft and awake and free or open, engaged, expansive, well, light, heavy, strong, deep, full? Where are the sensations of you? Where do they live in your body? What layers of you are present in this moment? Nice. So lovely. So have a fantastic day. Oh, it's gone again. This is such a pain in the arse. Oh my God. I have to find out why. Why are my computers timing me out? So I'm really sorry. Sorry for cursing as well. Sorry. So great. My sensations in my body, I'm like, that was a great class, but I'm a bit annoyed that I timed out while I was on the floor. Great. So if you haven't checked out my website, then do. It's www.yogawithciara.yoga. There's a new newsletter going out in the next few days. So if you're not on the newsletter, send me an email or send Sinead an email, and that's info@norther.com. It'll be up at the end. And have a fantastic day. It was just so lovely to be here with you all. Ciao, ciao. Bye.